Hello. We'll do this. Hello and welcome. There we go. Yeah, hi, welcome. I'm Solar Loon. I'm an independent game developer. I'm the creator of Master Plan, of Tetra 3D. Yeah, hi. Yeah, I've been working on this little 3D adventure game, a walk and talk kind of adventure game where you control a character, but it's kind of like a point and click adventure game where you're trying to solve puzzles and use items and stuff like that. The game is running in my own 3D renderer called Tetra 3D. And I've been working on Tetra 3D for a few years now, and it's looking and feeling really good. It definitely is surprisingly performant, or it's performant enough to make a game with. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on today. So for the past couple of days, past few streams, we've been working on different parts of this. Last time we worked on a transportation animation, teleportation or transportation animation. This, which looks pretty good. Since then, I just sped it up a little bit so that it wasn't. I think it was 2 seconds before. Now it's just about, I guess, 1 second. So that feels a little bit more snappy and kind of consistent. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this. Looks pretty good, feels pretty good. Not sure if I want to keep this animation, but it's fine for now. Yeah, fine for now. So what we're going to be working on today is maybe some sounds, but definitely some maybe adding some NPCs. There's a lot we could do. There's a lot we could do here. So for now, let me get some music going and we'll get started. Oh, that's actually coming through the wrong thing. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. Really sorry about that volume being so loud. Oh, I see. Okay. I turned up the volume. I'm sorry about that. I turned up the volume sorry. Yeah, really sorry. I turned up the volume to capture my desktop audio in a video that I recorded, but basically that was on a different scene in OBS, and it's a global audio setting in OBS. It didn't even dawn on me that I changed it. That was my bad. Sorry about that. Okay. So this should be about the right volume. Oh, that's way too low. Maybe something like that, right around there. Okay. All right. So yeah. So something I was working on is I wanted to add the ability to go to let me turn this down for me. I wanted to add the ability to go to this location, and when you go into this room, this is kind of like a non-Euclidean room. I thought it would be funny or interesting if you could go down here and basically like the world would wrap around. So I thought it would be fun to add that little mechanic, and I think I can do it. It's just a matter of how. Just a matter of how. Let's see here. So let's do this. Change this to be left and right. That should be fine. Okay. So yeah, what we want to do is basically Something like this. I guess we just do that scene. And then say scene goes here. And then it's okay. Okay, so the scene does exist, so that does work. So I think the issue is that target scene is just, yeah, it's a blank space, I guess that's what it is. What's the function that strips? Or does strip not exist? Trim? Okay. Okay, as vector 3. Undefined or null. Okay, so I think the issue is offset. Is that vector? Offset. Oh, is it not connected? Maybe it's not connected. Let's go back over here. We want to overwrite transport. Okay. So that does work. Yeah, that works. So what we want to do also is instant. We want that to be true. Where basically if it's instant, oh, I think I probably didn't. Cool. So we want the offset also to be zeroed out. And then we want, let's see. Let me see how this would work. So you go down here, you press that, teleports you here. You press this, teleports you here. Okay. Let me see. Oh, oops. Okay. I think what we want to do is something like that, where we basically say colliding is like that, and we say thinking. Trying to figure out a way to basically make this kind of like a toggle thing where if the player is touching it, it sends a message. And I guess when the player leaves it, it sends a message. I suppose that'll have to do. Not ideal because we have to maintain that ourselves. I guess it's fine. Well, no. No, how do we do this? So an object begins touching another object. Hmm. What if I could send a message like once? Hmm. Messages. That's true. Okay. I'm gonna do this as like silly as possible. This is not like how this should work, but I can't. I don't want to like implement an actual collision system. So we're gonna do this super stupid. We're gonna set colliding to be 2. Every frame this dot colliding is subtracted by 1. If this dot colliding is less than or equal to 0, so I guess it actually could be just 0 by default. If it's less than or equal to 0, then we set it to true. 2. So basically, this one. So when we set it to, yeah, okay, so it sets to 1. So I guess we set it to 2, so less than or equal to 0. So yeah, okay, that's I think that's fine. So there's got to be basically a 2-frame like window before it happens. Let's see if it's going. Okay, so then next, excuse me, we set the next transport systems. Okay, exactly. So now it becomes a field. This is not ideal, but it does work. Cool. Okay. Excuse me. So really, I guess we could just leave instant to be. So yeah, let's go back to assets. I think what we can do here is basically turn instant into like instant transport relative. Well, I guess those are 2 different things. So we'll add another property. Okay. Okay, so we could do something like that. Okay, so okay, so I think it is working. The camera. Set that to be roll position against. That works. And that works. Okay, so you go down here and it says you here. Go up here and it says you here. Okay, so that does work. Let's see, is this right? So if you go down, you go here, it teleports you silently. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how best to do this. So if you touch this, it teleports you here. If you go here, but then you walk back, touch this, teleports you here. Touch this. So you touch this, it teleports you here. That works. Maybe I should have made a teleporter system, like specifically for this. Oh, well, that's probably, yeah, we probably want to just say... Ah, okay, that's why. That does work, but I'm wondering if it's worth, or how to really like make it work perfectly. And how we make it so you can't go back. I need to make it so there's only one way, basically. So when you go in this way, you can't go in this from this direction. So I guess it just check to see what direction you're heading in. There might be a better way to do this, but I'm not sure exactly how. I guess what I can do is maybe instead of pointing to an object, it could point to a position. Yeah, so I mean, like, you walk here. Like, if any part of the ground is long enough, then it can just teleport you. That might work. Let's see. So you go down here, you touch this, it just teleports you here. I see, yeah, that's what I need to do. And there's no actual thing there. I see. So maybe I just need a whole different object. Yeah, let's just simplify this. And just make a different object that teleports you. There we go. That would be better, I think. Then we can go over here. And this teleport. This no longer needs colliding. There's no longer any concept of instance. No relative movement. Well, yeah, it's still the same thing. Okay. Don't need this anymore. I guess we can just roll back all the changes, but not. Well, I guess not all the changes. This is good still. Right. Okay. So we should be able to leave this area without any problem. Also, this music is... I guess it's fine. Okay. Alright, cool. So that's working as it should. So I think what we just need to do is just make this its own thing. That just teleports to a position. I mean, I guess we could just make it so that it teleports to a... Yeah, that's fine. Teleports to a position. Teleport pose. Okay. Cool. Because this could be useful for other things too. It's not. Okay, so there's a teleporter here. If you touch it, it should teleport you here. And then there should be a teleporter here. Touch it. Teleports you there. Cool. Okay. So this should work, I think. So the teleport does the same thing as the transport. Let's see. Pointer. Let's see. New pointer. Uh, uh. Uh, uh. Ooh, Let's see, I think this is, hold on. I think I'm getting it. Okay, I think yeah, this is what the problem was. It's nil, okay. Okay. So I think this should now tell me when this happens rather than just silently crashing. The problem is that basically, like each script file should be essentially a class, and yeah, there's no object of the same name in this script. Space. Crazy that it was able to figure out that it's teleport.js. So yeah, this should be okay. So this is pretty simple. So when we collide, we'll assume the target scene is this scene. Let's see. Get the player. Okay, we got the transport. Let's get position 153. And that's all we can help with. Maybe let's just do something like that, but I don't think this is the right ball. We'll see. We don't need a target. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Was there a target for the... Do we even use this? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Okay. Oh, I see. We also need to do that collidable. There we go. So now both of these are collidable. Cool. So let's go back over here. Let's go to player.js, transport, collidable. There we go. Okay, so transportation to other scenes works. Okay, and can we go back? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so it does work. So now the camera. Okay, that's part of the problem, is that it's teleporting to the exact position. So I guess what we can do, what we can try, let's go to, we can try making this basically impossibly thin. Or no, I guess what we can do is just make it so that it moves according to the difference, right? So when you touch this, instead of moving you there, it moves you by the difference between, yeah, that might be a better solution. Ooh, seamless, buddy. Seamless, beautiful. Doc of Pepper says morning. Good morning. So yeah, I just set up this little looping thing. Let me see. It's a little hard for you to see it. Let me see if I can make it a little more obvious. How do we want to do this? I feel like the ground texture is a little too hard to see. Let's see if we can make that a little bit more obvious. Very slightly darker. Yeah, we'll go with that. There we go. It's a little better. So yeah, you can go up. Or you can go up. Yeah, beautiful. You can go down. Beautiful. Seamless. This could now be a puzzle of some description. Let's see. So how do I want to actually like visualize this? How do I make this visible? I mean, I guess I can make it so that there's just no walls. Except for maybe the back wall, but then how do you... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So basically, these don't exist, so you can always see the ground. Unless I want to make it like one wall high, because at 2 walls high, it feels like it's a little hard to see the path. Like, you wouldn't be able to see the ground from this perspective. So, I mean, I guess I could do like this and just like cut out the ground once you get to a certain point. Cut out the wall rather once you get to a certain point. But then why is this here? So I guess I can just not have these walls entirely. Okay, I can kind of work with that, I guess. So all of these don't exist. Now my mind is getting kind of fractured. Because I'm like, if I remove these walls, then these walls should not exist, right? Because these walls wrap up. This wall goes down and becomes this wall. So these walls shouldn't exist. Let's take a look here. Do I want these walls on the left? I kind of feel like I do. I feel like I like a wall being here. But I think you can't block off this area like that. It's impossible. Okay, so this is working full screen too. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work consistently. Okay, so how do I want to do this? How do I want to portray this? If I go like this, then only the far wall would have something. Only these walls. That kind of works. So then do I want these walls here? I feel like I don't. I mean, I guess I can do like that. But see, they wrap around, so that's where my concern comes from. Because once you go down here, like, how is this going to be portrayed here? So I think it has to only have the back wall. So I think these walls entirely need to be gone. Like that, which means this can now go like this. Pull that up there. Okay, so this is the general idea. That's so slick, dude. Ooh, you can't tell. You can't tell. That's crazy. Beautiful. Okay, so this works really well. Okay. That works surprisingly well. Let's see. This is shaped, right? Yeah. Okay, so move this background. How's that shapeless? Let me see if I can move this background. No, I cannot. Can you mix? Is this not multiply though? Okay, what I'm gonna do, here's an easier way to grab the color from a vertex. I know there's a palette. Let me switch this on. There we go. Okay. Let's see. The palette here, but the palette texture. So you can make a palette, but what if you don't want to make a palette? It's on. Okay. What we're gonna do we're going to I guess repaint this. We're gonna make it so that they're all the same color. And we can grab these. And these. We need palette. There we go. Okay. Then we can grab this color. There we go. Very cool. This can be Vertex painted white. It's not dark. Okay. Okay, so that works pretty well.
Cool. Perfectly seamless. Wonderful. Okay, so then we just need invisible boundaries, basically. Which we could do a couple of different ways, but I guess we'll do it here for simplicity. And just grab this, move it. That. That. Okay, and then we just grab this edge here, send it out, and there we go. Cool. Oh, that's an interesting issue. Get out here. Oh, is there a hole? Is there a hole in here that I'm not looking at? No. Huh. Get out there. I don't want to do this, but I'm wondering if adding an edge loop helped. Now I'm kind of paranoid that, like, why do I have to add an edge loop? Why do I have to add an edge loop? That's unusual. I still was able to get over here. An edge loop. Collision, huh? Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. up. It should be negative. Okay. Oh, well, I need to really... I guess I'll do J L I K. Cool. So if I get out, I can get back in. Like that. So how is that happening? Oops. It's an accident. Let's see. Well, maybe it's like this is going like across multiple objects. Maybe that's what it is. Let's see. No, that still forces you through here. Let me turn off ray casting real quick. Ray testing. So it might be a matter of ray testing. Okay, ray testing might have something to do with it. Maybe it's like a little too aggressive. Maybe it's a little too aggressive. Or maybe the Maybe it's the wall being too short. Maybe the walls are too short. Maybe let's extend them up. Yeah, that helped out. Okay. Maybe they were too short. I'm not sure why that was an issue. Let me think. Yeah, okay. Well, there's definitely room for me to improve on collision detection. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's fine. Beautiful. Okay. That works pretty well. Cool. Let's like put a hole in the center of the room or something. The Dr. Pepper says if it works, lol. Basically, yeah. Okay, let's see. We got a person to ban here. Can we ban them for life? Yes. Okay. Can I report? Okay. Spam. Okay. There we go. It's a spam. Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's put a hole in the center of the room just because, I don't know, it feels like something that would be kind of interesting to look at. There we go. That seems cool. Let's put up an invisible wall there. Oh. Something about this feels very interesting. I like it. It feels and it has an interesting vibe. Let's make this room a little bit more interesting. Yeah. What if like hold on.
what if you could go across here and you're above the room and it teleports you down here? Okay, I think that could work. Let's give it a shot. So we're gonna do a couple things. We want to extend this up a little bit by just a little bit, not a whole lot. That just a little bit, which means we also want to extend this down. Okay, something like that. These both move down a little bit to compensate. Down and up. Let's see, before this was at the corner. Oh, it moved up 4, okay. Yeah, as well as like, I feel like something didn't work as it should have. Okay. There we go. This moves down to the corner. This moves up to the corner. This did not change. That did not change. Okay, so this should be the same. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, what if, like, this path off to the side here went above? Maybe it just goes above. Well, I guess this would have to extend horizontally if we don't want to see this path. So maybe you go here and it's above the platform. I guess it doesn't have to be like multi-directional, right? It doesn't have to loop. It could just be trippy. Okay. Brother. Oh, brother. Okay, so it could be something like this. Let's see, does that make sense? That's a little... It covers the screen too much. So you can go this way and have it go where? Hmm. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be super tall like that. It could just be floating a little bit above. And if we make it so that the texture is some kind of grading like this, then that would allow you to see through it like that. So you don't really like lose that much. The Doc of Pepper says sounds rad. This kind of stuff, this kind of makes me want to learn dungeons and interior stuff. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not sure why I'm doing it, like, but it seems it's fun to explore. It's fun to have a little bit of a gimmick in this little area. Oops. Okay. So could be something like this, but you can see the top path. I guess I can make it so like it goes down. That would be kind of the same kind of concept. So if it's going down, then that means that we can take a look at that. We can just grab this as an example. Yeah. I guess this is kind of the same thing. Like this. Okay. Okay, so you go down like this. Once you hit this point, roughly, yeah. Once you hit here, it can go back to straight horizontal. That. Let's see, I feel like this might be. Oh no. Stuck. I cannot go up. I did not envision this. I've been fooled by myself. I think it's U and O, I guess. And then we can go here to JS and all right. Okay, so UNO does work, but because of the ray casting, it doesn't work. But that works, but once you ray casting. Oh, I see. Set position. I see. So I guess we could just do something like this. Okay, there we go. So you have ray casting, but then if you that works. Okay, that allows me to that allows me to fast travel basically like this. Okay, cool. All right, so this works. So I think what we want to do then is right around here. I mean, could we could just make it so that it's, yeah. Well, what texture do we want to use for this? Well, let's not worry about that for now. Let's just try making it actually work. Mickey UK Dev says hello. Yo, hello. Welcome to the stream. Here-ish. Actually, I guess we'll need 2 of these. Okay, so the idea here is you touch this teleport. Teleport. This should be. Okay. Let's go back to the void room. So you touch the teleport here, and it teleports you here. I guess it should probably tell you to port you somewhere like here-ish. Oops. This one teleports there. This one teleports you there. And then we move it back a little bit for both. Something like that. Okay, not bad. So we want this ground to extend a little bit further so you don't see it happening. What texture do we want to use for this? Maybe we don't want to even use something transparent. We could use anything, right? Or maybe we want to use the same texture and just a different color. Hmm. So it's gray up here. Nah, no. I think we gotta. It's gotta be the same texture. I mean, same color. I mean, different color, different texture, different bright color. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. What? Do we maybe? Let's see. Hmm. I feel like maybe I should stick to the checkerboard. I feel like that's sufficiently, the vibe is sufficiently weird. Like I feel like you want to stick with the vibe that brought you. Like you want to, you don't want to change the vibe up now of all times. So would the wall extend out here? Maybe it would. If the wall did extend out there, what does that look like when you come up here? The wall's there. Let's see. Okay, this could work. Okay. Let's paint. Let's add this to the palette. Okay. Yeah, all right. So, okay, that works. That works. It's interesting. Interesting. So now what about this back wall? What are we gonna do about that? Back wall. What are we gonna do about the back wall? I guess we could just not have, because the back wall, I guess we could have the back wall up till here. like that. Means we probably need this up here. Oh, but there's a wall. Oh no, there's not a wall. Oh, I see. There's a ground. I see. So then we can cut these. No, we can't cut those. So we need this a little more. This. A little further. Like that. This teleports you. That in teleports you too far. Okay. This teleports you too far. It could be 24. There we go. So now, how is this ground gonna work? Let's see. How do we want it to work? Let's give it one more tile here, horizontally. I think I see what I need to do. This would be like that. This can extend under like this. Something like that, which means that this would look like this. Maybe? Does that make sense? Not quite. Well, I guess we could do it the other way. Let's do it the way that makes sense. We can just do like this. Cool. Why? I don't know. It just feels like it'd be fun. It just feels fun. I can't explain it. I'm not sure. Maybe there's some kind of trick where you have to like walk up the right paths or something to make something spawn. Like you have to go up twice, down once, around the hole, and then into the goal. Like you don't go down here and then it spawns a chest or something here. I don't know. Feels like something that's fun to interact with. Cool. So this area is now just a little bit more of an actual area rather than just being kind of a waste of space. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's do something else. Actually, something else I wanted to do is I wanted to make breaks between each of these properties. They're kind of just bunched together, which is fine sometimes, but sometimes it's not, like this, or I guess like that. It's hard to tell like where each property begins and ends, so I'm gonna do something about that. Let's open Tetra 3D here. A function called handle. Here we go. Handle T3D properties. Let's see. Box. Sub layout items, and I place it in a column and are surrounded by a box. Can I make a, let's see, split? Grid flow, column flow. Row, column. Can I make like a spacer of some description? A panel. Let's see, is there a space? Label, popover, separator. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I think that might do it. Let's take a look, see if that works. There is a separator, but it's not out of the box. Box dot separator. Do I need to make a different boxes? So you pass the layout instead of the box? Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's see. Handle T3D properties. Wait, the scene doesn't provide a box? Oh, it makes a box. Why don't I provide a box? Oh, it does. That's what I'm doing. Oh, well, yeah, let me take a look at how the scene does it. So if you add properties like this, they're just kind of there, but if you put it into the scene, that's the same. Oh, well, I guess I could do it like this. There we go. Now each of these has their own space. Yeah, they all have their own space. Good, that's a little better. Yeah. I prefer that, I think. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave it like this. Separator, we can take that out. You can also not pass the box. Okay, I think that should do it. All right. Let me check on something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. All right. This is pretty good. So this looks a little better. A little better for readability. Yeah. They each have their own space. There we go. Just a little minor thing. Something I was also thinking about is maybe adding some sort of property that you can type in to basically like document what each property is supposed to do. That seems like it could be cool. So you can say, for example, you can notate this and be like, collidable is supposed to be some sort of property. That's an idea. I don't know. Not sure how I feel about that right now. Oh, I opened this twice. Oops. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty good. I have to read. Oops, smart. There we go. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Not a whole lot done, but some stuff done. This is kind of an interesting little space. I'm gonna keep working on it, and hopefully this will be done in the near future. Hopefully it'll be done by end of February, as I'm trying to like just get this done. As kind of a proof of concept, kind of a simple thing. But yeah, this is a fun little game. Fun to work with Tetra 3D. Some fun to make improvements. And yeah, I think the nearest thing, or the best thing to do in the near term, would be to basically make the minimum viable product, which is basically to make the win condition of the game. And then from there, you can add stuff to make the game interesting and you make the game more dynamic, right? So, define what the player is supposed to be doing. Make it so that you can do whatever you need to do to win, and then just work backwards from there and be like, okay, but you can't do that because you need to do this. But you can't do that because you need to do this. But you can't do that because you need to do these things. And then, obviously the game becomes longer and longer for every little thing you add. And then you just make things interesting and the game's done, basically. So that's the idea. All right, well, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLoon. It's been real. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time. That will be Monday, this coming week, and it'll be fun. We'll keep working on, actually we're gonna go back to master plan, work on that. I'm gonna try to alternate, and hopefully I can get an update for master plan out by the end of this month, February. So yeah, try to get everything done. All right, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time, and yeah, if you want to check out Tetra 3D, please feel free to look and try it out. It's in my GitHub repository, github.com/solarloon/Tetra 3D. Yeah, and it's fun. Yeah, I guess I'll just end it here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you later. See ya.